Would you like to know what is the difference between co-op and condos? Then this video is going to give you more understanding. I'm at one of my property. This is a co-op property, and I'm going to show you around what is the exact difference between the co-op and condos. What's up, guys? My name is Komal Acharya. I'm a local real estate agent in the Florida area. I make tons of videos about the real estate, about the Florida, pros and cons, cost of living, or even just I go around the neighborhood so that you know how is the Florida looking like. So right now I'm actually driving around one of my listing, and I thought to make this video about the difference between the condos and co-ops. So because that's number one question I get sometimes from the people who wants to buy the condos in the Florida. So I am right now in Hollywood, Florida. I have a few listings in this building. It's called the co-op. It's a co-op basically. So it looks like a condos. There is no difference in looking at the property, but you see a lot much difference when you see the legality. So let's understand first the basics. Condo is where you are owning your own unit, but in co-op you are not. You'll be surprised how. In a co-op, this land is being leased, and all the unit residents are actually shareholders when they make this co-op. So technically you are owning the building, but you are not owning the unit. So internally there is a contract to lease with the co-op corporation, and you're basically lending that unit from that corporation. And most of the co-op has the non-profit organization, which is kind of a base basically. It's not a trust, again, don't get misunderstand. That's also a different way to build the trust corporation, but this is like a non-profit. Corporations are meant to build up that co-op. In a co-op, the control is by the members of the co-op. Before, when this thing started, there was the big difference between these two was the co-op has many restrictions for renting, for buying, or even selling compared to the condos. So many people would not prefer to go for the co-op. Originally, co-op was started around 1800. So it's a bit old time, and this originally started in New York. And later on in 1900, it was more expanded in Washington state. So eventually then all other states, the co-op organizations which were started to give the more affordability to the buyers. So the goal for co-op is more like giving the number, like a per square foot price, more affordable to the buyers, and have more control on the shareholders. Shareholders are the one who are, part of the association, in other words, you can say. So what kind of restrictions? Let's talk about that. The restriction could be you cannot rent this unit to any other people, like how you usually rent. This particular one also, they have a rental restrictions. It may change, okay? Like then when there was a financial downturn, honestly the co-op did very good compared to the condo. So they try to help the residents getting things going. So it could be like, don't get misunderstood with just saying all the co-ops has the rental restrictions. Not all of them. I have another unit in Fort Lauderdale. They rent. The residents there, they can rent minimum 6 months there. They cannot do daily rentals, but they can definitely do 6 months. By having these restrictions, in one way, it is good because you're controlling the people who are living here. And it's like a small community, right? So everybody knows each other. everyone has their own responsibility, because this is the whole unit, whole building is owned by the residents. It's not just one unit, so it's everybody's responsibility to maintain this whole building. In a condo in reverse, it's more like there is a homeowner association, but it's only maintaining the common area, and normally they don't have a too higher restrictions, so they are like more liberal. Now let's talk about how is the financing, how is the purchase power between two. In condo, you can buy even with the 5% down. Yes, you can buy even with 5% down, it's true. We just bought one of the property for a buyer. That's something with the 5% down, 200,000 property. It's freaking amazing. So, but you need to make sure they have a reserve. Not all the condos will approve that. Let's be practical. You have to have at least 20% down to 30% down if you're a foreign national, if you're buying in a condo. In a co-op, financing is very difficult. Mortgage lenders will not give you financing if there's a co-op. It will be very hard, or else you have to put really high amount in the down payment. So many people who are looking to buy co-ops, those are mostly buying in a cash. I just sold one of the unit from this building, was sold with the cash amount. Even the seller, when they bought it, they also bought with the cash. So mostly people who are looking to buy in a cash, that's something works with them. The plus point in a co-op is the per square foot is lower. So here, one bedroom, if you want to buy, it's around $70,000, which is freaking low compared to the condos, especially when it is near to beach. This is literally near to beach, near to the highway, so the location is really beautiful. So this is a Fort Turnpike Highway, and this all the buildings what you see around, those are mostly the co-ops, not the condos. So look at this. This is a very small co-op building. It's mostly the condos in Hollywood are like a high-rise. If you see something like this, mostly are the co-ops. So look at this, it's beautiful. It's very quiet whenever you come. People here know each other, and you know it's a friendly community. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you're looking to buy in Florida, then comment me below. I would love to help you out. If you have any questions, still going more deeper into co-op, condos, or townhouse differences, because that's number one thing you need to figure out before you buy something, what kind of property you are buying. So then let me know. I can try to get more information for you. If you want me to make any other videos, any other topics or something, you also let me know. I would love to touch those topics. Alright guys, thank you so much, and make sure you subscribe my channel and hit that bell button. I'll see you in my next video.